How you doing? Sorry I didn't make a video in a while. Just been taking a break. Just been relaxing and taking it easy. Kind of feel a lot better. But yeah. Just before making this video, had had a had a problem and some bad happened. My sister passed out in the hallway of my house. Uh, she was taking some medicine, and I found her in the hallway after I found her in the hallway after I was washing the dishes, cleaning up after I got done eating, and I just found her laying on the hallway, and so I went and called 911, and the paramedics, the firefighters, the police, and the police showed up. The paramedics got her in a stretcher and took her away. My parents arrived. Basically, my sister passed out because she said she was feeling sick, and she had no idea she was on the floor, so she collapsed on the floor. When I found her on the floor, and when I walked up to her, I found her like laying on the floor, like I thought she was dead. So I stayed calm and went and called 911. So I just hope she's doing okay. Even though my sister, she gives me a hard time. She gives me crap and all, but um yeah, she's my sister. I gotta care about her. I gotta watch her, even though she treats me like dirt and puts me down. And I got I got a reply from one of my subscribers. His name is Damien. He's from the United Kingdom, and he watched one of my videos. I think one of my videos I talked about my sister. She had me get things out of her car, and she gives me a hard time and all. Bullying me. And Damien told me that next time my sister tells me to do something, just don't give in to her demands, and just ignore her. And I can't do that because she's my sister. But that's good advice. But I just can't do it. But I gotta care about my sister, even though she gives me crap and all. It is what it is. And yeah. Okay, yeah, I got that out of the way, and let's get into what this video is all about.
The only place you can win Sunny Money. $1,000 5 times a day. 5 times a day. Just for sending a text. Listen at 9 and 11, 3, 5, and 7 for the keyword Sunny 1065.
Jack FM is playing what we want because anything else would require some sort of effort.
Okay, I wanted to make this video for a long time, but yeah, I got the chance to make it. So to all my subscribers, you guys are in for a real treat. I'm going to talk about a radio station, that was really good. In this station right here, actually, it's called 106.5 Jack FM, KOOI. This station it has a variety hits format, and they just play variety hits all the time. But I'm gonna tell you guys about this station and what it was really called. A long time ago, back in 2013, and it was called Sunny 106.5 KOOI, and had the slogan, "The greatest hits ever. And okay, this it's a really good station. When I first listened to it, it started out as a radio station that had it started out as a music station that had a variety hits format. And I think somewhere around 2013, it it turned it turned into it turned into a radio station with a classic hits format, and it kept the Sunny name. And this station, this radio station was fantastic. It was really good. I mean, yeah, the radio stations around here where I live, a lot of them are garbage, but this one is pretty good though. Um, okay, Sunny 106.5 FM KOOI. This station played some really good music. It played music from the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. And it played a little music from the 90s here and there, but before they switched over to the classic hits format, they were a variety hits format, and they played music from the 2000s. The music from the 2000s is just garbage to me. Okay, Sunny 106.5 FM KOOI under the Sunny name. Yeah, they had some really good DJs and shows. I think from Monday through Friday every morning, they had a guy named John Tester that talked about better advice for your life, and it's basically for like older people who want to do better in life, be successful and all. And it was a really good show, and they played some music on top of that. Then I think in the evening time they had a DJ named Tara, and she was really good. And also after her, I think around like 7 p.m. They played a show called My 70s Show, which basically just played music from the 70s. Then after that, around 8 o'clock, they played music from the 80s onto this show that's called Living Life in the 80s. So basically, you're going to be hearing, basically on that, you're going to be hearing, basically they just played music from the 1980s. Also, on the weekends, on Sunday, they played old episodes of Casey Kasem's American Top 40. It's basically you just hear Casey Kasem doing the countdown of music from the 70s and 80s, it's just episodes like from the 1970s decade and the 1980s decade. I kind of like the 80s decade of him doing the countdown, in the 1980s was really good, and it was. So this station was really good, and yeah, Sunny was like this from 2013 up to 2017. I mean before I went on that Northern European cruise in 2017. Before that, they changed the format. They went from a classic hits format to a variety hits format, and Jack FM, a corporation, bought them out. Oh, also I forgot to mention it. I think when they were Sunny, they took requests. So if you called in and request a song, they will play it. And this is just mind blowing. A radio station like this on the FM dial, on FM AM radio, doing this. And we all know that FM AM radio sucks. We all know this. We all know this. So they had good shows, and they had some really good DJs, and they took requests. Okay, fast forward to when they changed their format from a classic hits format to a variety hits format, and dropping the Sunny name and becoming Jack FM and being bought out by Jack FM. So they're now they are now 106.5 Jack FM, and they kept the call letters KOOI. And they had this automated voice. When I first heard the automated voice after the format change, he talked about, we are broadcasting live from a dump out in the sticks. And I heard that, I kind of laughed. I like that because where I live in East Texas, the eastern part of Texas. There's a lot of trees. I'm basically out in the sticks. Because where I live, I live in a neighborhood from a bunch of hicks, bunch of hick rednecks. Anyway, and they got rid of the DJs. They got rid of the music shows. Now they just play variety hits music all the time. They just play music basically from the 1960s, the 1970s, the 1980s, and the 1990s, and the 2000s. It is a pretty good station, but I think they changed the format because they want to bring a new sound to East Texas. Sunny was a good station. It was kind of bland, but it was good. But this was one thing I don't like about KOOI under the Jack FM name. They don't have any DJs. They just have a computer voice soundbite guy. Just his voice on the computer. We all know that radio stations are all automated. We all know this. We all know this. We all know this. And the change to KOOI, I didn't like it. They got rid of all the DJs. They got rid of all the music shows. They just play variety hits all the time, and you can't make requests anymore. All you do is just call in and tell them you like the station and just fuck off. Just piss off. And the computer voice sound guy said this. The Jack FM corporate voice said this: we don't take requests. And Jack FM, we play whatever we want. But and also Casey Kasem's American Top 40 isn't played on Sundays anymore. So on Sundays, it's just all variety hits music, day in and day out. In the morning, at lunchtime, in the afternoon, at night, late night, overnight. Just variety hits music all the time, and I think on special occasions they just cut out and just let the people who are in charge of KOI just cut in and just play just broadcast a baseball game, a peewee baseball game, and a high school football game. High school football is really good here. Is very big here in Texas, and I don't care for high school football. because basically at these high school football games are just a bunch of just a bunch of hick rednecks, cheering for their children, playing who are on the high school football team, just a bunch of brain dead hick redneck jerk offs. I really don't care for it. No, they're all just completely brain dead. You know. Anyway, so KOI is just completely changed. So yeah, I mean, I like the music that they play, but I don't like the fact that you can't call in and make a request. You just can't do it. I remember, and there's a story about Clear Channel that started out as a car dealership in San Antonio, Texas. A guy who's the owner of this car dealership wanted to buy a radio station, and he defaulted, and he bought the radio station, and he or they didn't know what to do with it. So yeah, this corporation, Clear Channel, just started gobbling up radio stations all across the country. Ever since Bill Clinton signed in the law, the Telecommunications Act, and that allowed caps on a lot of radio stations to be lifted, and corporations that they can own a ton of radio stations if they choose. But I think before Bill Clinton signed the Telecommunications Act, I mean, there was a rule that a corporation couldn't own two or more radio stations. They could only own one or two, I don't know. So when Bill Clinton signed in that Telecommunications Act in 1996, ownership of radio stations just went crazy. I mean, and Clear Channel just bought out radio stations throughout the late 90s, and I think after the late 90s, around 1999, I mean, Clear Channel owned a lot of radio stations under its umbrella. And Clear Channel was a dirty corporation anyway. They didn't care about helping new bands. They didn't care about DJs calling the shots and deciding what they play, what they want to play. And I think that's the reason why. I mean, if you turn on any radio station on the FM AM dial, they just play the same songs over and over and over and over again. I don't have any well, there used to be a Clear Channel owned station where I live. It was called Hot 107.3 Jams, and it was an urban R&B radio station that had the Steve Harvey morning show, and Steve Harvey is nothing more than a mangina, a white knight and a Captain Save-A-Ho. I mean, I used to listen to him, but when I found out how he was, and I found this out from Doc G07, who I subbed to. So yeah, I just stopped listening to him. Actually, I mean, I listened to him from I think around 2008 to like 2011 or 2012, and I stopped listening to him because I was busy. I was working at the grueling, murderous, heartless, conceited, corporate-run Walmart that was ran by the greedy, heartless, conceited Walton family, who were one of the 6 richest people in the country. Anyway, more about Clear Channel. what I didn't like what Clear Channel did. I mean, Clear Channel removed a lot of removed a lot of songs from the Dixie Chicks. I mean, I'm not into country music and all, but this all started when one of the members of the Dixie Chicks said that they were ashamed that George Bush was from the same state as they were. Well, they were all from Texas, and Clear Channel heard about this and did a full removal of all the Dixie Chicks' songs. So if you turn on a Clear Channel station, I mean now, which is iHeartRadio now, you won't hear a Dixie Chicks song. Now, I think Clear Channel did this because of patriotism or something like that, and the Dixie Chicks were disrespecting the president in America. I mean they weren't being disrespectful. I mean, they were just speaking their mind. I mean, what the hell? I mean, and yeah, Clear Channel is a dirty, disgusting, rotten corporation, and they control they are in control of Live Nation, and they're considered the biggest concert promoter in the country, and they own bus benches, billboard signs, everything. I mean, when they own Hot 107.3 Jams, the radio station in where I live. I mean, when I listen to Hot 107.3 Jams, I noticed they played this song over and over and over and over again. I think the name of this song was "Before I Let You Go" by Maze. Maze is some music, some R&B music group, I think from the 70s and the 80s, and they just played that song over and over and over and over and over again. And I think when Clear Channel dropped Hot 107.3 Jams, they left. I mean, they dropped the station and just left, and they just got out of the small market media around here. Yeah, I think around like 2014, Clear Channel dropped the Clear Channel name and became iHeart Media or iHeart Radio. You know, I kind of made fun of the Clear Channel's new name, iHeart Radio. I just call it iFart Radio. iFart Radio. iFart Radio! Yeah, so Clear Channel or iHeart Radio, wherever they want to call themselves, that's a shitty corporation. And going back in Jack FM owning KOI, that used to be Sunny. I mean, they're a piece of shit corporation too. I mean, I think the best option if you want to listen to music, or you just get on Sirius XM satellite radio, or just listen to music right off the internet. Well, that's what I do. I just grabbed my Samsung Galaxy 3 Samsung Galaxy 3 Android internet tablet, plugged it into the auxiliary input jack of my Wood Music Center, which is a device that has a turntable, a CD recorder / CD player, cassette player, AM FM radio, and an auxiliary input jack. I mean, just plug my Samsung Galaxy 3 Android internet tablet into the auxiliary input jack. Go on to TuneIn Radio. Go into TuneIn Radio on the on my tablet and just listen to music. Just listen to talk radio and and music stations from all over the country and all over the world. And also, I've been dipping in on radio stations in Canada. I tune into a station in Sherbrooke, Quebec. It's called Premier or something, and it's a talk radio station, and it is totally in French. And I understand French a little bit, but I don't speak a lot of it. So technically, I don't know what they're talking about. The only French words I know is merci or merci beaucoup or bonjour. So that's all I know. So yeah, so that didn't help me any because I technically didn't understand a word they were saying. And also I listened to this radio station out of Saint Pierre and Miquelon, which is an overseas collectively of France off the coast of Newfoundland. So that's basically France, and I tuned into this radio station there. And it's a music station, and it was pretty good, It was a good station, but the people were talking, they just spoke French. So yeah, they spoke metropolitan French, and in that radio station in Sherbrooke in Quebec, they just speak Quebecois French. So I remember, yeah, and I heard that Quebecois French. It's just shitty French, and French spoken in Saint Pierre Miquelon. It reflects metropolitan French. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I also listen to a lot of stations. Talk radio station in Australia, ABC News Australia, ZB Radio in New Zealand. I also listen to a couple of Clear Channel stations out of Southern California. I also listen to the BBC World Service on that. Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So that's my choice to listen to the radio. So FM, AM radio, regular radio, or where I live is just shit. And, it's just sad that they killed KOOI's classic hits format and brought in a variety hits format and became a radio station under the Jack FM corporate umbrella. So yeah, heard some stories about Jack FM. Jack FM is a shitty corporation, just as shitty as iHeartRadio. But anyway, that's all I want to talk about. Also, heard my friend Captain Brandon Horror Lover actually telling me stories about Igor the Russian, saying that he never replies to people, and he wears his emotions on his sleeve, and he thinks everybody but him is a moron. And he told me that to him the guy's a piece of shit, and he said that, well, it's cool that you're into him, but I would stay away from him if I were you. I heard this. I heard it, and I said to myself, that's why he never responds to me. I mean, I've been dropping comments on all of his videos, and he never replies. But he replied to me twice, and that's about it. He just one reply, he replied to me about me saying something about Russia. I watched one of his videos on his channel, and also I told him about healthcare in America, and people saying that universal healthcare is straight out of Hitler's playbook, and he responded to me on that. So yeah, I've been dropping all these comments on him, and these two, and that led to these two weird people on one of his videos saying that I need to see a therapist and I have a passive parasocial relationship with Igor and Igor, whatever his name is. Yeah, and led to these weirdos. I mean, screw them. I don't need to see a therapist. I mean, those two can go suck a dick for all I care. I mean, go suck on Shaquille O'Neal's dick. You guys just take turns sucking Shaquille O'Neal's dick. Yeah. After that, you're gonna have a Shaq attack. Shaq Fu. Yeah. Yeah. And also, from what I got a reply from one of my subscribers. He's from the United Kingdom and his name is Damien. He's one of my subs. He just subbed to me not that long ago. And he was telling me about this guy that I was subbing to, which I told him about. His name is Scotty3861. And he told me he was racist. And he believes that Britain is broken, and he was saying bad things about black women. And I said, well, I watched some of his videos, and he didn't seem racist to me. And he said, well, yeah, he's really racist, one of the kind, but again, well, if you want to sub to him, well, that's up to you. So when I heard the stories about Scotty3861, I told Damien that I'm gonna well, since what you're saying is true, I'm gonna unsub to this guy because I don't want to have anything to do with a racist. Okay, I hate racist people. I don't have a racist bone in my body because I wasn't brought up to be racist. And I don't care about skin color. I mean, I don't see white people. I don't see black people. I don't see brown people, whatnot. I just see people. That's all I see. I could care about race and ethnicity and all. We're all human beings, and we eat, sleep, shit, pay bills, have health problems, and we die. So yeah, we're all humans, and we all are. I think Damien doesn't care about that because, I think British people don't care about like what Americans think, So yeah, he's British. I'm just gonna respect how he is and how his people are, Yeah, it is what it is, yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna end this video by saying this. If you like the video, like the video. If you dislike the video, dislike it and subscribe. This is the new Manchester saying this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye. And oh yeah, before I end this video, let's play. I'm gonna let you listen to this. I'm gonna let you listen to this. To KOOI 106.5, which was formerly Sunny. So I'm gonna say this: rest in peace, Sunny 106.5 FM, the greatest hits ever. Rest in peace.
Jack FM is playing what we want because anything else would require some sort of effort.
Give me a second, I need to get my story straight. My friends are in the bathroom getting higher than the Empire State. My lover, she is waiting for me just across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. And I know I gave bar closes and you feel like falling down.